Hey everyone, this is Min. Welcome back. So the other day I went out to a networking event and I was speaking to the ladies and telling them what I am doing, as far as my course. And I'm doing an offering where I am creating courses for men, how to understand and date the modern day financially independent women. And it's so funny because all the women were so excited. They all had something to say. And because of that, I'm like, you know what? I'm sure a lot of women are excited. Let's see what the guys think. So I recruited a few guys, two of the guys that I did know and the other guy I didn't know. We just met on the spot. He was just walking into it. So then I just invited him over to us, and I ready, let him know, hey, I'm doing a quick interview and I'm not going to tell you guys what it is. But so yeah, it was a surprise, and at the end it came out pretty good, and it seemed like we actually have more to talk about. So one day what I'm gonna do is a live podcast with all the ladies and all the guys, and I think it's just going to be something so amazing. So, I spoke to the gentleman, and he was saying how, he would like to know, what causes a woman to put a man on a friend zone? What causes women to friend zone men? And this is like one of the hot topics I think a lot of people would like to know, right? The same reason why, I guess men have their own thing, why they put women on the friend zone. So the reason why women friend zone men is, okay, listen to this. This is just coming on the top of my head. Many times she feels comfortable with you, or she feels like it's a beneficial relationship, or you are not confident enough to tell you that you are really interested in her, and you allow yourself to be in the friend zone. Another reason is that, she probably would date you, but you're an asshole, you're a jerk, or you just make dumb jokes and ask stupid questions. And sometimes, and I'm just speaking for the independent women only, okay? That's it. So I don't know what many women think, but I'm just letting you know, independent women, this is what we think. You're immature, we can't bring you around our friends. And these are the mature independent women, okay? The one that actually that takes care of themselves, and they work on their inner self, okay? They're always working on themselves, bettering themselves emotionally, financially, physically, and they're healthy, like things in that nature. Those are the ones I'm relating to, okay? So those are the reasons why women would probably friend zone a guy, all right? Or another reason is that she could find you really attractive in the beginning, but there's certain red flags, okay? You probably went on a couple dates. First date, she's probably feeling, oh my God, wow, he is so amazing, right? And sometimes guy just does a little too much in the beginning that can scare us away, because that gives you a sense of being neediness. Or someone who always calls you and texts you, oh my goodness, rapidly, like all the time, and so those are things that independent women will feel like, wow, is he clingy, is he needy, is he desperate? So those things can make her like, oh, pump the brakes. And sometimes some guys, even though they're masculine looking, muscular, they have this tendency of acting a little gay. And I don't have anything against gay people, but if you're gay, be gay, okay? So those are some of the red flags that can trigger me, because if I'm dating someone, I want them to be 100% straight, all right? So, and like some guys have the tendency of doing little things that represent a gay person, and that's just not sexy. It's not attractive, because a lot independent women like masculine men, okay? We are so drawn to that, but we do attract a lot of feminine men, because feminine men just love our energy, right? Because opposites attract, right? But the only thing that they don't know is that the independent women, they're more masculine energy. We actually don't like them. We just need a more masculine man. So because of that, those are some of the things that can turn me off. And sometimes when you meet a girl, I heard this saying the other day and I thought it was so funny. I was watching a podcast and this guy Jay, oh my gosh, what is his other name, Holler or something, he said that don't treat, some men meet a girl and he got the one-itis and I think that was like the funniest thing ever, and it's so true, right? Like, you just meet this one girl, you just think that, oh wow, she's so hot, and that's everything. You drop everything else and she's the only one you see, right? And then they just treat you like a celebrity, just like a celebrity. When you meet a celebrity, they don't want you to treat them like a celebrity. They want to be treated like a regular person. All right, so instead of always complimenting her on her looks and stuff like that, and you know, if you call her sexy, it's like, I feel like it's certain lines, like when we're dating and like, you know, it's getting, then you can call me sexy, a little flirt is fine. But, you know, using that too much, it just makes us think that you just want to have sex, okay? So, I mean, sometimes people can say, oh, that's just a comment. Oh, no, because people make comments the way they think, right? So, I want to teach you exactly what to say, what not to say to trigger them, all right, or us, okay? So, those are some of the tips that I would give you. Don't treat us like a celebrity. Get to know us. Ask the right questions and be fun, and don't be so intense, you know. Be fun. Work on your inner self. Have confidence, because confidence is so sexy, but there's so many men who doesn't have the confidence. Now, there's certain guys can get away with it if they're really super good looking, you know, they're very successful. And, you know, everyone, just like some women, they can get away with a lot of things being dumb, right? So, you know, there's things that people can get away with, but women, don't just date a guy just because he is good looking or he's tall. You got to remember that you got to have a great personality, you know, positive attitude, not always complaining. Those are some of the things that turn me off too. When I had a boyfriend here, and he always complained. He always complained. It was getting really, really annoying. I'm like, am I the girl or you are the girl? You know, but he even admit that, you know, he wasn't like that masculine, you know. But, you know, we got along. He was really cool. And, but he always complains. So that was really annoying. And, you know, I did not want to go back to that anymore. Nope. Women like men who's positive, that, you know, don't talk about other men. And, oh my God, so many things that can turn a woman off. Guys who name drop. Like when I went out with a couple guys, and I love, you know, like, they actually became my friend. Yes, I did friend zone them. We may go out once or twice, and, you know, just our meetup or a date, whatever that is. And when you talk to them, they end up name dropping. Those are things that just like easily just turn me off. And when you're always bragging, talking about yourself and putting down other people, those are other signs of insecurities that can turn us off, okay? So what would turn us on? If you're a gentleman, be a gentleman, be polite, you know, have manners, okay? Don't be rude. Open the doors, things like that. Have confidence, all right? Don't take yourself so seriously. Make jokes, and don't be so freaking intense. Okay, I understand 1 or 2 days you may be a little nervous. That's totally fine. But you know what I mean when it's super intense. So I'm going to teach you. I have many little tricks to teach you how to gain that confidence and be comfortable when you're dating the women of your dream, that independent women, the women that you find sexy, so you don't end up with the girl next door and you end up settling. And men tend to do this oftenly because they think it's too hard to get the other lady, so they would always do something, so they will always go the easier route. And I date many men like this before, and there is even a guy that I know, I think he's an idiot, because he is just settling because he did not want to go the extra route, because him and I are not in an agreement for this one thing, and which I do respect him for that, and I still have love for this person. But because of that, I think that's really being idiotic. So you want to stay with someone that you're not going to marry, but they're just a convenience for you. And many men always do that. They stick to the convenience, and then later on, things happen. You can get the girl pregnant. Like, there's so many things that can happen, right? And then get you stuck with that girl, right? Or you have sex with her too quickly, and then you feel bad. And now, or she made you feel guilty because you had sex with her, and she's not even the girl that you want. So I'm going to teach you exactly how to act, how to build those self-confidence, okay? And how to make yourself stand out from the rest, helping you be that high value man that she craves and she wants to be with. Because trust me, I want my own high value man, the one I crave and want to be with. I do that too, right? But another thing you need to know, that these independent women, we have to earn your love as well. We have to earn your trust, because when you just give it all like this, it's almost like, wow, anyone else can have it. So I don't know about you, but I'm going to give an example. Just like when a girl has sex with a guy too quickly. So then he acts like, everything's on a golden platter. You give it to everyone else, right? You give it to him on the first or second D. It's not special anymore. So, these are little tricks, only because like the independent women had to fight for our life all this time. We have been taking care of ourselves for so long. So because of that, we have this instinct that we need to know. We want to let our hair down. We are burnt out at a certain age, right? We want that, and we crave that love of that masculine energy man that's going to come and sweep us away. But only if you know that. All right, exactly what to do, exactly what to say to break those chambers. And those are really simple things, and trust me, they want to let their guards down, but they want to make sure they can trust you. And when they do that, you're not going to break their heart, and you're not going to let them down. All right, so all right guys, that's it for now. So if you have any questions, things that you like to know about, dating independent women, or women that you date before, the ones that friend zone you, and then later on you feel like, wow, she went out with that guy. Questions like that, I would love to answer them. If you have any more questions, I'll speak to you soon. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.